Hi guys, so in today's video I'm doing my full face with just one brand, using one brand, and the brand that I picked was Wet n Wild. And the most exciting part is that I'm also going to be using their new brushes. This is a Pro line from Wet n Wild. I have used them before because I attempted to do this video, but today I'm going to do that again because I just was not satisfied with the first one. So yes, I have already tried them. I know how I feel about those brushes, but if you want to see how I do a full face using just Wet n Wild products, then make sure you just keep on watching. By priming my eyes, and I'm going to be using their concealer. This is a Photofocus concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Tawny. And to set that down, I'm going to go ahead and take this brush right here. I'm going to be listing the prices and the names of these brushes somewhere in the video. That way I'm not like stopping telling you, and that way I just keep going. So I'm going to be taking this brush, this contour and highlight palette that I love so dearly, and I'm just going to be setting that down. This is the Rose in the Air palette. They have, I believe, 4 other palettes that include 10 eyeshadows. And this is the one I picked for this video. I'll be taking is this one called Transition, and I'm just going to be placing that on my crease. To further diffuse that transition is this color right here, and I'm just going to be using this brush right here. This is not meant for the eyes, but the last time that I used it, it really packed on a color really nicely, so I'm just going to take that and place it into my crease. Color right here, or like violet color. Then to further diffuse those two shadows, I'm gonna take again some of that purpley eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna further diffuse it. And then with this tiny little brush, I'm just going to be picking up some of this gold shade just so I can put that into my my brow bone, and I can further diffuse this mess. And I'm also going to be taking some of this bone shade right here. A red shade right next to that pink shade that we used. Okay, so since in this Pro brush line, you do not have like just like a shader brush like this. This is from Wet n Wild as well. So I'm just gonna be taking this, and then I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is like bronzy color. Spray this with some Fix Plus, or with the Wet n Wild setting spray. So just like that. Take this deep brown shade and just kind of smoke it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the face, and the exciting part is they came out with this new primer. Thank you, Wet n Wild. Thank you. Just what I needed. And this has a slight golden tint. I've already tried this with the Photofocus foundation and it's amazing. It's somewhat tacky. It's not like super tacky, but it's kind of tacky. Not like this foundation when I first got it. But when I tried it with this primer, oh my god, like if you have this foundation and you do not like it and you're someone with dry skin, because I know a lot of people really love this foundation and I didn't really see why, because I was like, dude, this is like super drying on my skin. It looks so heavy. I hate it. And I was really priming my skin, like prepping it and everything, and I just didn't understand. And then this came into my life and I was like, dude, thank you. Like this is what I needed with this foundation. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and I am in the shade Cream Beige, and I'm gonna be applying this with the foundation brush. Shocking, because I really like beauty sponges. Like that's all I use to apply any foundation. But with this foundation, I find that this brush just really gives me really nice coverage. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer with a sponge. And move on to contouring, and I'm of course going to be using this Wet n Wild Cushion Contour. I love this stuff. Okay, I use this like pretty often, especially when I want to achieve like a really like perfect makeup look. The only thing I really do hate about this is how fast it runs out. Like, can we get one that's this size, Wet n Wild, please? I'm gonna be using the new, yes, this is glass. Why Wet n Wild amped it up with glass? Don't know. Be careful of your cleansing. But I picked up these two colors, and I think this is gonna be too light for me, but I'm gonna be using both. And I actually have been using this one every single day and I love it. This is the Mega Glow Liquid Highlighter. It's so good. Okay, now we can set our under eye and everything else. So I'm gonna make sure everything is blended out. So for setting my under eye, I'm just gonna be taking this powder right here, which is the Wet n Wild pressed powder. And I'm just gonna use my beauty blender. So I'm going to be using this highlighting brush, and I'm going to be taking Precious Petals, one of my favorite highlighters from the drugstore, and we're going in. I'm using this big old brush, which I'm sure is like a face powder brush, but I'm just gonna use it to bronze. And I'm only gonna take a tiny bit of this because this is super warm and pigmented. We don't want that. Yeah, I don't really dig this contour shade too much, just because, yeah, like it's too warm. It almost pulls red on me, so I don't really like it. So I'm just gonna take this precise contour brush, and I'm just gonna grab the banana sheet, and I'm gonna start cleaning underneath my contour. Not baking or anything, just kind of cleaning it up. This blush, which is, I believe, Apricot in the middle, and I'm just gonna take this big old brush again. Just kind of. Then I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with this Photofocus Fix. Okay, so I'm not gonna be moving on to eyebrows, and then I'm gonna be using the Retractable Brow Pencil. I believe this is like new because I'm not sure what they used to have instead of this. And the shape of it is really similar to the Anastasia, not the Brow Wiz, it's the other one, the rest of my eyes, and I'm just gonna be mocking whatever I did at the front, not the front, on top of my lids. I'm now gonna take this mascara that sucks. Inner corner highlight. I'm like too lazy to clean them. So whatever. The lipstick that I'm going to be using is this one, and it is a liquid matte lipstick. This is in the shade Rebel Rose. Like I thought it was going to be a little more purple, but not bad. Go ahead and tell you what I wouldn't recommend, because most of the things that are in here, or most of the things that I put on my face, are legit. Like, I pretty much use them very, very, very often. I loved most of the products that I use from Wet n Wild, but I'm just going to let you know the things that I wouldn't recommend, because if I go through the things that I would recommend, this would be like a 30-minute video. So what you definitely have to skip on or have to consider is this palette right here. I did not use warm shades. I only used a transition shade, and honestly it went on very that dog just had to start barking right now. This just went on very patchy. Like, all of the shades that I used went on very patchy. I mean, bad probably just from up close, but like from far away I think it looks pretty decent. But I mean, you do have to consider that you might take a long time to be blending your eyeshadow if you're going to be using this little palette right here. To be fair to Wet n Wild, this is only $4.99, so you just have to see. It works. They're pigmented, yes, like you can totally create like a good look with this. Is it my favorite? No, definitely not. I think there's better eyeshadows out there. Better, but for this price, no, I'm sorry, but no, this is just as good as it gets. I know, I mean, so it just depends. If you don't mind taking that extra time to blend just to save some bucks, then by all means, girl, go get yourself one of these powder. And I guess it's just because I'm not that into like pressed powders. I like using loose powders to set my under eye. So to set your under eye, like if you're someone who just needs a powder to set your under eye, I would not recommend this. I mean, it doesn't blur out my pores. My skin does not look that smooth. Like, I feel like the Maybelline one can do better than this powder. But I know a lot of people love it, so I don't know. It just depends what you're gonna use this powder for. If you're someone who has to set all of your foundation, then maybe this might be the product for you. But to me, this is a pass. Definite pass. Massive pass is this mascara. This mascara sucks so much. Like, I mean, my eyelashes don't look that bad, and if you're someone who wears falsies, you might not mind this mascara, but this does not give me volume. This does not separate my lashes. This does not... What is your purpose? What do I think about these brushes? Really don't have any brushes in your collection, then you might want to pick this up because it's a very, very good alternative to expand your brush collection. This bundle retails for $70 and there's 10 brushes. If you compare them to like Real Techniques or like Morphe, I mean Morphe, like their brushes range the same from like $5.99 to like $13.99. So all in all, it just depends the purpose. They're very nice. They're super soft. They're honestly the softest brushes I have ever felt in my entire life. Okay, so now if you want to know which ones are good just separately, like if I had to choose only the ones that I was going to purchase, I would get, like, I feel like these are a must-have. The rest are probably like they're alright. Okay, so starting with this, I feel like this is such a good bronzer brush. This is very good to be setting your face with powder. You know, if you're oily and you're someone who has to set their entire face, I feel like this brush is good for you. So I would definitely recommend this brush. And plus, like, you'll be bronzed in no time. This, I really, really like this because I do not own something like this in my collection. This is very precise to where you can like smoke out any look, or you could go very precise into your crease. If you're going to do a cut crease, you really want to intensify that color into your crease, and this is a brush that you need. Everybody needs a blending brush in their life. So do I think this one's better than the regular one from just like their regular blending brush? No, I think the other one is actually better than this one. But if you just want an extra like blending brush, because we all need these blending brushes because we get them so dirty, so I really recommend this one. However, I feel like the other one is just a tad bit better, but I would pick this up because just have like an extra one. Oh, and then there's this highlighting brush. This is not a brush that's like, oh wow, like this changed my highlight game. But if you do not own a highlighting brush like this, I highly, highly recommend this one. And last but not least, I really recommend this foundation brush. I love the way this applied this, especially this foundation right here. This, if you have this foundation and you're gonna buy the bundle, you have to try this out. They're so good together. They go very well together. And for other foundations that actually have a pump, just pump up the foundation right here in this little hole, and boom, you're ready to go. So yes, I have to try this with other foundations, but so far with that one, it blended so well, and I actually prefer to blend it with that brush. And let me just tell you that I do not like blending my foundation with brushes whatsoever. And the ones that I did not mention towards the end is because I actually really, really love them, and they're part of my almost everyday routine. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making this video. And if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I would really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And hopefully I can see you on the next one. Bye!